Wow. It's almost been a month since I've last uploaded. That's insane. Rest assured, though, guys, I was doing very busy, important things. Like, work. Writing papers. Donating the Funko Pops to kids in need. And I was definitely not spending 6 hours a day on a Cobblemon Minecraft server that I set up for me and my friends that only I play on. Now, believe it or not, I didn't do a lot of nothing these past few weeks. I actually got a comment on my last video that led me down a very strange path. And just like every path I've ever taken in my life, it ended with me waking up covered in raspberry jelly. But after I got cleaned up, I sat down and watched Lizard Lick Towing. Sweaty Sheets commented on my last video telling me to watch Lizard Lick Towing, telling me it was a hidden gem. And after watching it, they were 100% correct. It aired way back in 2011. And believe it or not, back then, there were a lot of shows about parking and the various violations that can occur when you do it improperly. And I mean a lot. Like Parking Wars, Hustle and Tow, South Beach Tow, and Operation Repo, and Sin City Tow, and Road Wars. And these guys needed better marketing because these are basically the same name over and over and over again. Now, when clicking on the show for the first time, I truly did not expect much. I've seen a lot of like Parking Wars and stuff like that. My dad used to just watch literally anything, so I ended up watching a lot of anything too. But obviously this show had to do something to stand out back then, considering the sea of other shows like it. Clearly they did, because I'm making a video on it. Now you may be asking, Brandon, what did they do to stand out so much? And I'll tell you, it's just like completely batshit insane the entire time. Now, we're only going to be talking about episode 1 here because I want you guys to experience exactly what I experienced, because this is premium trash TV and there was more than enough content in this one episode for an entire video. Obviously, like most shows in the early 2000s, there's a coming up segment. And in this segment, we're given the hook of the show, which is the fact that the two main guys, Ron and Bobby, might not be friends anymore. Something happened and now they're arguing. This is the end of their friendship.
Repo in town goes bad. Ron and Bobby's friendship is on the rocks.
You left me by myself, I can get home by myself.
I didn't leave you, man.
I'm done.
This is really heartbreaking. To somebody who cares. I don't know these two guys. You cannot make the hook of your pilot episode be the fact that a relationship that I know nothing about and have zero stakes in is crumbling. I don't care. This is like when you're at work and a customer just starts giving you his life story and like talking about how his wife left him. Like, yeah, it's kind of sad, man, but I want to go back to playing Angry Birds. Can you leave now? Now, if you somehow can't understand how the show works based off the title alone, I'll tell you. What happens is these guys get a tip or something comes across their desk where they have to go repo a car, obviously, from some dude, and hilarity ensues. Now, the target for this episode is this badass tattoo guy. I mean, just looking at him strikes fear into your heart. Now, this guy's supposed to be a super dangerous criminal, right? Spent a ton of time in jail, very dangerous. Now they have to take his car. This can be dangerous, but thankfully, these two guys, geniuses. They're gonna repo his car while he's working. That way, he'll never know. Great plan. That is until they show up to the car, realize it's locked, and then just go ask the guy for the key. Hey man, can I have your key to take your car? Mind you, this is the same guy that not even 2 minutes ago we were told to beat up the last guy who tried to repo his car. So surely he's just gonna hand over the keys willingly. So the two clips I just showed you are 30 seconds apart, and I think this is why this is my new favorite show. They know they don't have a lot of time, so they try to impress you in any way you can. Now the whole time Bobby's getting jumped, the cameraman just watches, doesn't even try to do anything, doesn't try to call the police or anything, and thankfully, these hardened criminals are nice enough to let the cameraman be. The most they'll do is like just push him to safety because, he's in the way. Hey man, you don't want to get hurt, back up. Then for some reason, while arguing with Ron, this guy breaks a car window in my favorite way possible.
Come on, Glass, get out of there.
Ron finds Bobby just under a bunch of stuff on some stairs. And he starts calling for an ambulance on his walkie-talkie like he has a direct line with the police. He probably does with how often they get into fights on this show. It's insane. then they let the guy. I'm sorry, I can't. I didn't. I genuinely love this show. They let the guy who just assaulted another man stay around and bully him like they're in middle school. Somebody call the police.
You gonna come repossess something else, man? Huh?
And everything I just told you happened in the first 6 minutes of the episode, man. Now the relationship is on the rocks. Bobby is mad that Ron left him, and everybody is down in the dumps. Except for Ron's wife, she kind of doesn't care. But there's no time to think about that, because the tattoo guys are at the repo station, and they're causing havoc. But it's okay. Ron steps out to handle business by running outside, running back inside, and then sending his wife out to negotiate. She wants to relieve all the tension, so she strikes a deal with the head tattoo guy, saying that if all his buddies left, then he could have a one-on-one conversation with Ron. Now, believe it or not, immediately after that, another fight breaks out. Yes.
It's pretty obvious, Bo, that all that ink is going to your head. And I understand, Bo. I understand.
Your head, dog.
What's that all you got, Bo?
Let's see what you got. Ain't it called law?
He even smashes a bottle and holds it to Ron's neck in front of his wife. Now, we all know this show is fake, obviously, but let's act like it's not for a second. Ron is probably about 6'1", 2, like easily 300. Throw this guy across the room, man. That's like a little kid to you. He's like, what, 5'10"? He's about my height. I could take him. Anyways, let's go back to our pretend land like the show is real. But the cops are here now. Thank God. Now we can press charges and take this man to jail.
You know, this guy was on probation, and the last thing he needed was to get arrested over a stupid car. Now, I didn't want to press charges, but he needed to learn a lesson. He needed to understand that he damaged my property and my friend, and he was going to pay me back somehow.
No, yeah, for sure. You didn't want to press charges. The guy who jumped your best friend and almost killed him. Yeah, no. The guy who threatened your life, in front of your wife and caused you probably hundreds of damages at your shop. Yeah, no, I get it. You're gonna get a free tattoo instead. Art from the guy who almost killed your best friend on your body forever. That'll really repair your relationship, dude, for sure. Then for some reason they have a baseball segment in this episode, like we're in an anime. Or Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. I call dibs on being Yuji. Except for it's softball. So we see a bunch of really big, manly men throw the ball like a little girl.
At least give me something to swing at.
But I'm gonna give it to you.
I don't think you are physically allowed to say, I'm gonna give it to you, and then throw the ball underhanded at 5 miles an hour. Then a fight breaks out, because obviously it's been 3 minutes since the last one, and everybody's in a dog pile holding Bobby back. And then this guy just jumps. This guy just jumps, man. He's acting out for the camera. He wanted to be seen on TV so bad. And I honestly respect him for that. I love him. Someone get me in contact with him now. Then the next day, Bobby is at work, and do I even have to say it again? A fight breaks out. Yeah, obviously.
You know what, boy? He's about to have a really bad day. You understand me?
This guy's picking a fight with 6'5", 300-pound Bobby because he was told to show his ID to get a bottle of NyQuil from his car. This show knows it's trash TV, and it's not trying to be anything besides that. They're going to start a fight for whatever reason. In a world where everything has to be super deep and philosophical, in a world full of BoJack Horsemans, sometimes you need a lizard lick towing. Thank you. Ron finally goes back to the tattoo shop to get that tattoo that he was promised. And while you may be scared another fight is going to break out, I'm not. Because as you can see, the guy is wearing a shirt this time. So you know real development has happened off screen. No, Ron, he took his shirt off. Be careful. The tattoo, by the way, is of his company. This show knew it needed to stand out in whatever way it could, because this is episode 1, mind you. And I honestly think I respect and love Ron for getting that tattooed on his arm for a shitty reality show. I love it. They also doing that by revealing that Amy, Ron's wife, is pregnant. They really threw anything at the wall hoping it would stick. And for me, everything stuck. You're stuck on me, lizard lick towing. And I want to be stuck in you. In case you were wondering, Bobby and Ron do make up at the end of the episode, but I easily could have told you that because it's episode 1 and Bobby is on all the posters for the show. After watching this show, I genuinely had to find out more about the people behind it because I was so interested on what they were like when they weren't playing make-believe, and I actually found the Instagram for each crew member. To my genuine surprise, Ron and Amy are still together. Normally with shows like this, you know, after such a long time, they're broken up or like somebody will have a case against them, like Jared. But no, Ron and Amy are happily married. But yeah, in between posts of him and Amy as AI and AI Jesus, he looks like he keeps a very happy family. I found Bobby's Instagram too, but it's private. Bobby, please accept my follow request. Please, Bobby, please. But yeah, that's about it. If this video does well, I will do a part 2 because, oh my God, I love this show. After watching episode 1, I watched like 5 more episodes because I just could not stop. That's how bad it was. It's so bad, it's good. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. You know, subscribing is entirely free and it helps me out a ton. And if you regret it later, you can just unsubscribe. But I promise you won't. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Yeah, super sorry for not uploading for a while. I got super busy at like actual work, and then school had me like hogtied and gagged. I was just super not motivated to do anything. But I am now. That's why I'm recording a video at 4 a.m. But yeah, so since it's 4 a.m., comment something freaky. Or don't do that. Don't do that. That's weird. Don't do that. That's weird. You're making it weird. Okay, that's it. I love you. Bye.